Here you see just a simple squat where we use this to train passing as well, just trying to teach them how to move through their hips so that they're protecting their low backs and their knees. Here we just have a simple floor move, teaching them how to just really control their body through movement and try and establish some good motor patterns. This is just a simple change direction exercise where they are simply jogging back and forth through the court and then going into a lunge movement, teaching them how to engage their hips and move through their hips as they're changing direction. This exercise is a pretty complex movement. It's called the get up. There are a lot of different things that we're cueing on here. One, you can see that the weight is above their head and they're always watching their hand with the weight in it. So this is really making them focus on what the rest of their body is doing throughout the exercise, as well as you can see that, at least you should see, that all their thumbs are backward, and so what we're trying to get with that is have their shoulder blade be kind of locked in place and be stable, to help kind of just build some muscular endurance within their shoulder, but also just have those stabilizing muscles firing constantly to prevent any shoulder injuries. This is just a simple shuffle movement where we're trying to have them be quick with their feet, so that's one part of this, and then the other part is trying to get them to engage their hips, which helps with their knee tracking and helps prevent chronic knee injuries, but also things like ACL tears or MCLs or any other acute injuries that we might see. These next few slides you're going to see some sled pushing. We like the sled pushing for quite a few reasons. One, you can see as you get a side view of the girls pushing the sleds, they really can maintain a good posture, keeping their shoulder blades engaged and their back muscles engaged and their core, as well as we can cue on foot speed and help them to build some agility within their feet, as well as also building strength and power output as they push different amounts of weight. Here you see a push-up. We're aiming for a couple things here. One, upper body strength, but also core strength and teaching them how to engage their glutes and the rest of their core to keep their spine stable throughout the entire movement. Simple landing progression where we are teaching them how to land through their hips to kind of prevent some of the extra stress that's usually placed on the knee. If they're landing on the Bosu balls, just to kind of give them a little extra feedback because it's an unstable surface, so they have to work harder to gain balance and that sort of thing. So balance is also a big component of this exercise. Now we're moving on to some core stability training, teaching them how to move throughout their thoracic spine, but while also keeping their lower abdominal region engaged and their core engaged in that regard. Now we just have a simple lunge movement, once again trying to teach her how to move through her hips and strengthen some of those muscles throughout your hips, like your glutes. This is a shoulder internal rotation exercise, learning to keep our scaps and our shoulders stable throughout movement. This also, once again, just a simple moving through the hips, learning how to engage our glutes, keep our knees in good healthy positions, and keeping our torso upright and engaged while we're performing a movement. Once again, some internal rotation, just really cueing on keeping our shoulder blades kind of locked in place, keeping that shoulder in a stable position while also working in an overhead motion, so trying to prevent some shoulder injuries or impingement or tendonitis, that sort of thing.